go. I hope today, dear, I go for no go mess up with me. Yeah, so these things that I want to talk about, they are very, very important, and I feel like I know maybe people might say, these are just basic things. These are things that everyone is supposed to know. But listen, common sense are not common to all people, and you know, sometimes this kind of things we need to share to people who are, you know, who just came to Qatar. So anyways, my name is Maleek, and if you are new on this channel, kindly make sure to subscribe. So in today's video, I'm just going to talk about 5 things. Now, someone might ask, why do I want to talk about just 5 things? I know there could be more things to talk about, but then I feel like these are the most important things to talk about. Now, these are some of the things I feel like I've been talking to most of our people who have been deported, or most of our people who find themselves in troubles in Qatar here, just because they don't know some of the rules over here. Now, these are not rules that are going to be publicly announced to you, that you might feel, oh, okay, doing this, spitting over here or doing that over here, it's a crime. Or if you are new in Qatar, please stick and stay with me. Whether you are new or not, most of these things you might know, some of them you might also not know. So the first thing over here is to avoid going outside without your QID, that is your Qatar identification card or your visa. Now, the reason I'm saying this is that I know there are policemen around here, but most of them are not going to bother you. I don't know why. Now, there was this time I was in the metro, I was heading to the metro, and the police didn't stop me, but I was with like 4 or 5 people that the police stopped and asked them for their ID. Now, I don't know the criteria the police over here go through to, you know, checking people's identification card or checking people's legibility of being in this country, their permits, if I must say. So you might never know when the police might stop you and ask you for your QID or ask you for your visa copy. If you don't have a QID on you, just make sure you have your passport or anything to you know, to tell them that, oh, you are legally in this country. Because trust me, the police might not harass you or do anything bad to you, but you know, sometimes they might take most of your time. Because second on the list will be avoid wearing shabby clothes. You know, this is Qatar and it's an Islamic country. You need to respect what they do. The real people over here, like the locals over here, they are always wearing the abaya and the tob to cover their whole body. So it will be just unfair for you to come out from your country. I know there are most Europeans over here and they want to bring the European culture over here. That is fine, but there are places that you can go with this shabby clothes, like the Pearl Sukwa keep. Sometimes there are some places that, especially now that the weather is so nice, you know, there are a lot of places that you can go. Oh, it's very cold. If you have, like, you know, crazy body type, like this kind of stuff, like your body is the type of body that people stand and go like, wow. Like these are the kind of things I'm talking about. Avoid wearing shabby clothes, because you know, this thing could actually lead you to deportation in this country if you don't know. Now, I have this friend of mine in the UK. He got married recently. Yo, Ben, shout out to you. So he told me during the World Cup, right after the World Cup, he wanted to come here with his wife to, you know, chill. Cause he's been wanting to go to Dubai. I told him, no, come on, I'm here. You need to come to Qatar and, you know, just explore how the place looks like. No, come on, you don't always need to go to Dubai. I'm not saying Dubai is wrong or Dubai is bad, but come on, you can just come to Qatar sometimes. You know, we have the same culture. We have some of the beautiful places that they have over there, so you can also come here. So I told him to come here. He told me, okay, he's going to think about it. The next morning, I was having a conversation with him and he told me, nah, bro, your country, I heard you cannot wear bikini and go to the beach. I'm like, bro, come on. I've made 3 or 4 videos that I've shown you people at the beach wearing bikinis. Now, this is bikini. We are no more in the, you know, stone ages. Like this is beach. So if you feel like bikini is what you want to wear, there are beaches that are for family beaches. Now these beaches, like I'm not even going to mention them, but there are like few beaches, or even at the whole beach, there might be some places that, you know, they feel like, okay, so this section or this portion is just for family. So when you want to wear your bikinis, you don't go to that section. You know what I mean? Because there are kids over there, and what are you trying to teach them? Like, they are seeing your body half naked and things like that. So sometimes it's for your own good, and to also, they're not doing this because they don't want you to wear it, but it's for them to teach their kids, like the upcomings, like you can't dress half naked in public. That is basically what they are trying to say. Now, the third on the list is avoid drinking alcohol if you don't have a license. Now, Qatar is a country that alcohol has been a big challenge for most people who are alcoholics, like coming from their countries. Like if you're already an alcoholic and you think like coming to Qatar will even help you more, because definitely you are coming with a working visa, you are coming to work, and you want to drink all your way up there, like any money you get, you want to spend it in alcohol and all of that. Well, you can do that, but only if you have the license. Now you can get the license at the QDC, right? Yeah, you can get the license at the QDC. I don't know the process, or I don't know what it takes, but it definitely has to do with your salary, the amount of salary that you take. It has to be signed by your sponsor and a whole lot of things. So, or better yet, you can just go to the club, drink over there, don't get drunk, book your Uber, or just go home straight and sleep. Because guess what, if you drink and you are still roaming about around outside, the police might, you know, get hold of you and press. This might actually lead you to the jail. Trust me, I know people who are in the jail just because they were drunk outside. During the World Cup, I found some few friends, even locals get arrested. What more of you and I? We can easily be arrested. So just watch your ways and know how to do your thing. Fourth on the list, this is one thing that I've always been thinking about. We all know that let's say you find yourself in any European country. By any chance you find a woman, you find a man that you feel like this is what your heart desires. You've been able to sort things out. You want to sit down, try to create a family together, right? Then at the course of the relationship, maybe the lady gets pregnant. It's a happy news, right? But guess what? In Qatar here, if the lady gets pregnant and you are not legally engaged or married, bro, this is going to be very hectic. It's either the lady exits whilst the pregnancy is not like fully out, you know, like as soon as you discover that you are pregnant, you need to exit, go back to your country, go give birth, then come back again. So that is a way to go about it. Or as soon as you see that in Qatar here, I'm talking about Qatar here, as soon as you see that or you notice that you are pregnant, maybe you can go to the court and, you know, get married to each other legally. You know, like it's not expensive, unlike Africa. You know, in Africa, if you want to get married, there's going to be a ton like things to buy, and it's crazy. Anyways, I'm not even here, but I think this is the culture of Africa and it makes it beautiful. It's just that, you know, we feel like most of the things that are required are not that important, or, you know. So yeah, that is what I'm trying to say. So that is for the lady. If the guy, okay, so now let me real quick, let's talk about this story. I know of this Ghanaian guy and a Kenyan lady. So they were in a relationship. Okay, so the lady got pregnant and I was taken to the hospital, and she was asked to bring the husband or the one in charge of the pregnancy. And guess what? When the guy came to the hospital, he was arrested. Now the guy was arrested, spent like 1 year in the jail. Yes, 1 year. He spent like 1 year in the jail, and he was released. After that, he was asked to, you know, get married to the lady legally. Had to send the child to the mother's, to the lady's mother in Kenya to take care of the baby. So, you know, things like this. For me, I don't. Well, honestly, I can't deal with the fact that my wife is up there and I'm also here, or I'm here and my kids are up there. Like it's going to be very difficult for me. So I think it will be very right for you to get things right. So 5 on the list: avoid operating any machinery or any device without the necessary license. Now I'm talking about this because I've seen most people driving around, even not most of my friends. I mean, most of my friends are legally driving around here. You know, so if you're in Qatar, I know cars are very, like, not very cheap, but very affordable. As cheap as affordable as 5,000 or 6,000. You can get yourself a car, like $200. I don't know about the exchange rate, but I'm saying that cars are very cheap over here, right? So if you feel like, okay, you've been able to save a lot more money, and you feel like, okay, you can buy a car, because trust me, getting a license in this country is it's not very hectic. It can be very hectic. Now they're doing this because, I don't know, probably there are a lot of cars already in the country, and there are a lot of people driving already, and it's very crazy. Like, they're driving over here. You can't drive too fast, you can't drive too slow, because the moment you drive too slow, there is someone over behind you going like ting 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 ting. As soon as you drive very fast, the speed radar is going to, you know, capture it. At the end of the month, your little salary is going to be cut, and, you know, not cut, but you'll be sent a a message that you need to come and pay. So these are some of the things that you need to be very, very, very careful or very, very aware of. You can just drive around without, if you don't have a license, because trust me, this can even end you in jail. So yeah, I think that is all. So yeah, just be careful. And also there's one more video that I want to make about people who are traveling into Qatar for the first time. But yeah, I'm gonna do that video maybe later on. So it's all about you traveling into Qatar for the first time. This is because I'm from West Africa, I'm from Ghana. I'm going to talk about things that I've heard from our sides, you know. So yeah, this is going to be in another video, so stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. My name is Maleek. I love you, and I'm out.